All right, so today's video is going to be the absolute simplest thing that created the most impact in my life. And once again, it's free. And it literally takes every decision, every thought, anything in life that you're like, I wonder if I should do this. This is what this video is for. And once again, all you need is a whiteboard or a piece of paper and a pen and a pencil, and we're going to crush it. Because if you think about life, and this comes from a little bit of psychedelics and sitting with ayahuasca and changa and mushrooms and all that other stuff, it showed me this theme time and time again. And typically when they share it with me, I meant to share it with you, and that's what we're gonna do today. So if you break up life, and I just got my laundry just dinged, what a good time. So if you break up life, whether it's a relationship decision or it is a work decision, where you relocate decision, I'm gonna show you the algorithm that it happens on. So this is life. It's that simple. And then what you do is you put these little lines here, and I'll land this completely here, okay? So with this, each of these lines is a milestone, right? So this could, for me, could be like nursing. And this would be like E-ship. And then this one would be like Austin. This one's gonna be Seattle. And then this one will be space. For real, I showed me this algorithm in my life. So, but it's like, these are all the milestones that happen in your life. And if you think about it, and this is so important for a self-sufficient creator, because if you know this, there's like, the saying is, what is for you won't miss you. And this proves it. This is like the ideology behind that, right? Because essentially, no matter what, I couldn't have missed nursing school. I couldn't have planned on dropping out of MP school and getting into E-ship after the full moon on February 2nd, 2018, and then Joint Commission being in the house and like the worst day of work ever. I couldn't have planned on moving to ATX, but sure as shit came down here before I sat with Aya in 2024, October of 24. So I came down here September of 24, sat with Aya, and then I was like, you're moving to Austin. And I was like, cool, I love that city. And then she's like, don't get comfortable there. You're gonna move to Seattle. And I'm like, okay. And then I understand where's Seattle, but it's like in knowing this, and Aya showed me this loop of my life and where I'm gonna live. But what she showed me too was the space between these gaps is what life is. And I'm gonna draw that line first, right? Because all you have to do between each of these choices is make a decision on a very simple metric. You have positive, neutral, and negative, okay? So from here to here, every decision that I make is either energizing me, or it's neutral, or it's draining me, okay? So if you're working for yourself and you wanna take the most advantage of everything you do, make sure you're only doing stuff that energizes you and that'll put you above this line, right? And then say you're like, you know what? I like helping people more than myself. I'm gonna do what's good for them even though it's draining. And then you drop down below this line, right? And it's like, if you literally look at every decision that you make, you can break it down into three simple ratios or ways to score it. Is it energizes you, it's neutral, or it drains you. That's it, okay? And then this gets really fun. If you look at your past week, track everything, absolutely everything that you've done, and create a ratio of plus, neutral, or negative. That's it. And if you don't want to look back at your life, start now. And every decision that you make. So for me, for today instances, I went to the gym first thing this morning. Energize, definitely energize. Cool. So we're at a +1. After I came back from the gym, I grounded, which gave me more energy, +2 or +1. Okay. And then now I'm filming a talk to camera video. These light me up. Literally, this is my icky guy. If you guys haven't read that book, like talking to camera gives me all the energy I need for the day to knock out client shit. Whenever I have clients or whenever I'm doing a quick money sprint so that I can dive back into my own stuff and continue to build, right? So today so far, I'm at +3. So if we were to erase these lines, and where I put down those milestones too, those are guaranteed things that are gonna happen in your life. So every decision that you make beyond there helps get you there, right? So it's like when I showed up to E-ship, if all I did, and this is actually the algorithm of my life, was like nursing, I did everything for everybody else, and I got to E-ship, and then I did everything for everybody else, and then I started doing my own shit, and then I was like, no, and I've done this, and now I'm doing this, and then I'm doing this even higher. Does that make sense? So it's like, and this is a lot of people is like, we're endlessly taught to do what everybody else needs first. We're endlessly taught to ask for permission. We're endlessly taught to like share our power or let others take away our power, you know, versus like, this is me double downing into myself. This is double downing in my energy. This is doing what I need to get more energy, because the more energy I have, the more people I can help. And it's like, when you understand this, and it breaks down, like I said, to 3 questions you have to ask yourself in every decision that you make. Is this energizing me? Is it neutral, or is it draining? And if it's draining, don't fucking do it. Cut it off your list. If it drains you, just cut it. Let it go. It doesn't exist anymore. Even if you got to let somebody else down, they'll figure it out. They'll start doing it for themselves, right? And then if it's neutral, I always say do neutral stuff last, right? It's like, neutral isn't fun, but on my low days, I'll do some neutral stuff just to like, because I'm not trying to go up. But it's like, always go after energizing. Energizing will create momentum. The more, and Nikola Tesla crushed this. I just watched a Tesla video last night. I freaking love his mind. It's like, if you're doing stuff that energizes you, that's going to raise your vibration, your frequency. And then the more authentic you are in yourself, the more dimensions you're going to unlock. And then when you hit a certain level too, this is a cool video. We'll have to do this one, but it's called the unified field. This was essentially discovered through Schumann's resonance, okay? And it's like, people such as myself, I'll put myself in this category here, is like, we're plugged into the unified field. I can endlessly connect and download information because my vibration, my frequency, and the dimension I'm living in is connected to the field. If I drop below that, my channel shuts off and I don't have access to like the broadcast news station of this universe, right? But the more time that you spend doing stuff that energizes you and is aligned with you and is authentic, you're gonna feel better in your body. Your vibration is gonna go zing, and you're gonna be like, holy shit, I feel good today, right? Your frequency is gonna go zing, and you're gonna be like, god damn, like, I just got the worst email ever, but like, it doesn't matter, life's good. And it's like, and two, with this model too, the more stuff that you do that is energizing and, you know, gives you energy and you feel better, the more shit that's going to drop out of your life that doesn't vibrate with you. Because when you change your frequency and your vibration and you're on a whole nother dimension, it's like, shit that isn't on that has to fall off. And if you try to hold on to it, it'll cause chaos, right? And this is typically what happens when people shift their mindset. When you do simple stuff like this, like what isn't aligned will fall away. Let it go and push it out. That's what I tend to do. It's like, everybody will be like, oh my gosh, I want to keep it. And I'm like, get out of my life. There is no room for you here. And then I'll try to come back and I'm like, get out of this life. That's what retrogrades are for, just to make sure you don't want it, right? But also, like, retrogrades will bring in some gold for you too. And we're finishing up a Mercury retrograde right now. Life's crazy right now, okay? So the North Node's shifting from Pisces to Aquarius. So if you feel like your reality is getting rearranged, it is. We also have the Sun going into Leo today. So you're going to be a lot more confident and have more energy. That's why I gave you this exercise. Like, focus on what is positive in your life. Do more positive shit. If it energizes you, do more of it. You can't have too much energy in this reality, right? And it's like, Sun's in Leo, Jupiter's in Leo, Pluto went retrograde, so you might got some tests coming in. This will help you a ton. Because Pluto's all about power, and if you're letting people take your power, you're doing stuff that drains you and is negatively affecting you, your energy, your vibration, and your frequency. Boom. I didn't know we were going to go into like rocket science today, but yeah, it's been a very rocket science day. So anyways, I think that's the main lesson. It's like, every decision you make in life it either is positive, negative, or neutral, which means it's energizing, it doesn't give you any energy, or it's draining you. And as soon as you can understand that, you know, take a look at your past week. How many things did you do that drained you? And even keep a scoreboard. Like, this is huge. It's like, and I built this into Eden too when I released it to y'all. It's like, at the end of the day, I pretty much have a board that looks like this. And it's like, did that plus, had to do one of these and one of these, right? So then it's like a scoreboard is 4 pluses, 1 neutral, 1 negative. Cool. You want to have as much positives as you can, and then reflect on how you feel, right? The only thing that can happen with this is your dopamine and serotonin are going to modulate up, and when they hit a ceiling, take a day or 2 off. Just do some neutral stuff. Ground, chill, relax, do nothing. Like, that gives you energy too. Ooh, I just swallowed my spit. And then let your energy reset and go back up. It's kind of like breathing, right? If all we did was inhale, we're going to force too much oxygen into us. But you also have to pause and exhale. And when you can balance those, but we still have a positive on the inhale. But I mean, that's a whole nother video too. If you focus more on the exhale, you focus more on relaxing, right? If you focus more on the inhale, you focus more on energizing. Cool. Cool. That's today's video. Be sure to check the description box, the bio, for all the free giveaways stuff. I'm going to start a blog, a B-L-O-G, called Lift the Veil. I have a really cool article to share about healthcare, why I left, and corrupt nonprofits and stuff. It's a wild wave I'm on, but there's some really cool information there, because if you're watching this channel, you're probably idealistic, you probably are a reformer of some sort. You can see through illusions, though others won't believe you in this lifetime or haven't yet. It's about to be your time to shine. So I don't know what we're doing next, but thank you for being here. Give this video a like and drop a comment below if there's any shift or any questions or anything you want to share with the collective. We'd love to hear you. We love to see you. Thank you for being here. Peace out and have a good day.